All right, buddy, back again. It's our last segment. I'm not going to keep you too much longer, but I want to make sure this is our best segment too, right? Okay, so just to go over expectations again, I'm going to do everything I can to make this an awesome lesson. I need you to do your best to participate and have a great attitude, right? That's all we need. Show up, do your best, have a good attitude. All right, so I've talked about how important vocabulary is a lot. I realize that. And it's because, well, one, Mr. Lowe was an English teacher for a long time. And two, I really want you to have all the words you need to communicate your point, right? So let's look at our skill steps, right? So you have your score skills. Again, what are they? Yup. Good one. What's O? Exactly. R and E. You got it, man. Good job. Score skills. Again, it's an acronym. Each letter in the word score stands for something. So share ideas, compliment others, offer help or encouragement, recommend changes nicely, and exercise self-control, which we'll do next week. But for right now, we're working on recommend changes nicely. Now, let's go over this, because a big part of this is I want you to be able to tell me how you should sound and how you should be acting, how you should look when you're recommending changes. So, for how we sound, how should your voice sound? Is it pleasant? Neutral? Which one do we feel like? Pleasant is like happy, you know? And neutral is just, hey, I've got something I want to talk to you about. Which one? Neutral. That's right. You're recommending changes. You don't want to seem like you're happy that they messed up. It's just, hey, I noticed something. I think it could be better. All right, expression. Pleasant. Neutral. Neutral again. Good job, man. Again, I don't want to like convey a lot of emotion or like thought on the, well, yeah, obviously you've thought about it, but you don't want to seem judgmental when you say, hey, I think this could be different and it might make it better. So Katie loves to cook, right? Yeah. And she's cooked us lunch multiple times. If you ever thought to yourself, like, this needs more salt or something like that, right? Would you go, Katie, this needs more salt? Now, that sounds like angry to me, right? Yeah, don't want to do that. What about, hey, Katie, this definitely needs more salt? Yeah, I agree, it seems strange. So maybe we don't do that. Or this, hey, Katie, next time you make this, why not try like a piece of it with some more salt? I typically do that. I really like it. It might work out for you. Right, that time, yeah, I probably will try it with a little more salt, right? Because you weren't mean, it wasn't weird, that's what we're going for. And again, what's the last step? Eye contact, that's right. If it's important enough that you need to have a conversation with somebody about it, it's important enough to look that person in the eye. Now, I know it's uncomfortable for you at times, so if you look here or here or here, that's a way to get around it. Right? Because people do associate eye contact with confidence and being confident in what you're saying. They judge it as it's important to you. So we want to make sure we're doing those things. That way people take us seriously and we can be as much of help to others as possible. All right, so body language. Relaxed, right? Neutral. I'm not up in someone's face because nobody likes this, right? Yeah, it's awkward. All right, not crossing my arms because I will always and forever associate this with when my mom was mad at me growing up. Right, yeah. Seem mad when you cross your arms. You don't want to be like this. What does this tell you, Amir? Yeah, something over here is way more interesting than whatever you're talking about, right? Because I'm not even like focused on you. So, square up to the person, relaxed, neutral face, neutral posture. Just don't cross your arms. And just tell them what you're thinking. All right, voice tone, neutral, just calm. Facial expression, yep, you got it, neutral. And look them in the eye while you're talking to them. That's it. All right. So let's talk examples. When you are the head illustrator for Naruto and they turn the whole thing over to you because they realize just how amazing you are at drawing, which really, man, you are extremely talented at it. Let's say that someone works for you and they did a good job on their drawing, but it's not perfect. You see a way that y'all have typically done things and it's been really successful. You want them to change it. How do you tell them? So let's say you hire Mr. Lowe, who's tired of being a teacher. He's going to draw Naruto with you. You hire me. I show up and my drawing is just, it's okay, but I got the hair on one character. It's the wrong color. What might you say? Would you say, hair's supposed to be blonde, change it now? No, right? That seems mean. I probably did my best on it. You draw way better than I do. So if the only problem was hair, I think I'm doing pretty good. Okay, so yes, you're exactly right. You'd want to be nice about it. And again, that's the whole thing we're doing right now. We want to make sure that we are being nice, that we're helping people. All right, so next thing. What about your expression? Would you come up and tell me like this? No, I've never even seen you do that, right? Maybe that time Katie made us all cookies. But, so your sound, your expression, both neutral, just like we're talking right now. It's not a big deal. I just saw something that you might want to change. And then always look them in the eye. And then, do you remember what I called the nice sandwich? Yeah, I've also heard it called the criticism sandwich, the suggestion sandwich, which probably sounds better. But yeah, say what was good. You remember the next step? Yeah, tell them what the actual change could be. And then what's the last thing you do? Yeah, make a suggestion. Like, don't just say, hey, this is bad. Right? Like if Katie's cooking, you're not just going to say, hey, this tastes bad. No, you want to offer a suggestion. Like, hey, Katie, normally, like, this is amazing. Have you thought about adding some more salt to it? I think if you added salt to a piece and tasted it, it might be really good. Yeah, you could totally try that, right? All right. So, last thing we're going to do, I'm going to give you a self-evaluation sheet. Right? How do you think you're doing with this? And then I'll complete one too. We'll talk about it. So the next step after you've completed that is I want you to go through this expression worksheet just to make sure you've been killing it with emotions. Like you were getting so good at that. I want to make sure that we're still doing really well with it. So here you go. Let's see how quickly you can get that done. I know you have to go to math class after this. So as soon as you're done, we are going to put away all of our materials and you are going to head to math class. All right? Okay, buddy, great job. And I will see you next week for round 5 when we exercise self-control.